Hello, Aries, and welcome to Mystic Door Tarot. This is Barb with your mid-month weekly tarot card reading for June 16th through the 22nd, 2025. We're going to be taking a look at what's coming through for the week. And just a reminder, Aries, these are general readings. What comes through is the strongest energy and messages, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And please consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much. So with that, let's jump in. Let's get started. And of course, we're going to check and see what crystal is being recommended to you. So what crystal does Aries need for the week ahead? We have moonstone in regards to moon cycles and your crown chakra. Okay. We just recently had the full moon in Sagittarius, a very rare occurrence to the positioning of that. Won't be back around till 2043 in that same kind of hanging really exceptionally low in the sky. And I did post a few pics in my community, my post section, in regards to what I saw here. Beautiful. So what message is coming through for Aries? All right. Ooh, look at this. Go the distance. And we have the number 47, which reduces to 11, a master number. Well, this is an easy enough message here, Aries. This is all about your endurance, your strength, the long haul, bringing your dream, your goals to life. You really have to think long term and really not pay attention to what's going on around you, how the energy is fluctuating, going up and down, especially in regards to the stock market. So this is kind of a reminder that your life journey is not a sprint. It's a reminder that you have the endurance, the strength, and the fortitude to carry you all the way. But remain true to yourself. Your authenticity alone is going to keep you in alignment. And the moon cycles can be, beginning something new, running through the cycle, and then it ends and having to start like the next chapter, the next phase, the next cycle. So this can be in regards to plans you have for your future. For some of you, you're just starting out. Your life is ahead of you. For others, you might be wrapping it up. You might be wanting to retire. You're going to be able to go the distance. You're going to be able to get there. So let's take a look and see what your tarot has to say. What's coming through for Aries? Messages, guidance for Aries for the upcoming week. What's coming through? We have the Six of Swords. Okay, that is definitely almost like letting go what no longer is serving you, because it is moving away from like a situation, a circumstance, a relationship even, and moving on. You're going to be going the distance. You're going to make it. The Queen of Cups, very strong focus you have this week, paying attention to your feelings. Yeah, Five of Cups. I feel there's something that you're going to be letting go of, and it could be someone around you. And maybe it's not so much letting go. You might be moving and not going to be seeing this person any longer. It could be leaving one job, going to another. We have the Knight of Swords. You've got new ideas, maybe new goals, new path forward. Bottom of the deck, your overall energy is the Major Arcana card, Justice. This is playing out in the background. So certainly, some kind of legal matter could launch you in a new direction here, Aries. And you're going to be able to go the distance. Keep in mind this energy here. You see the finish line. You see the flag here. You'll see the finish line. And it can be in regards to some kind of legal matters, Aries. But with the Justice card, I feel that things are going to go the way they were meant to. So let's look back here. Your bookend cards are the Swords energy, and in the middle is Cups, your emotions, your feelings, and what you desire. So the Six of Swords, and we see this black cloud. You're going to be stepping out of this black cloud energy. You're going to be moving on in a new direction. Didn't say it was going to be easy, but this is really changing your mindset, Aries. And, you know, that you're going to be able to go the distance. So you're going to be, we see this anchor here, and you're following this star. You're going to drop anchor, maybe, and on this card, it's pictured as, you know, a new island. So it's going in a new direction where you're leaving behind what no longer serves. Let's clarify that Six of Swords. The Page of Cups. There could be an unexpected message, an idea, a thought process coming through, and this launches you in this direction. Now we have the Queen of Cups. And even though we don't really see the cups in here, this is really being immersed in your emotions. And it's a reminder to really keep the focus, Aries. Don't let what's going on around you. Remember the message here with go the distance. Don't let what's currently happening around you affect you emotionally. And that would be, don't get emotional. Like the best example I can come up with is in regards to the stock market, where it's going up, it's going down. Keep your focus, you know, hold, put things on hold. As far as doing anything rash. So this is really about keeping your focus on what it is that you desire. It's second only to the High Priestess in really trusting your gut instincts, listening to your intuition, and certainly your higher self. The Moonstone Crystal card is your connection to your crown chakra, spirit, source. And the moon could possibly affect you, Aries. I know it does for myself. The moon cycles. I can feel that energy and what's closing or coming to an end. We just had the full moon in Sagittarius. Very strong energy. Yeah, look at this. You've got the World card. You know, the World card is the last stop on the Fool's journey. So you've been through all the stages, all the cycles. You're stepping through this portal, putting an end. You're moving away from the past. You're moving away from maybe difficulties or challenges. There is maybe an unexpected news, messages coming in out of the blue. And you need to keep very focused on your true desires. So with the World card showing up, it is the 21 energy and reducing that down to 3. So it's an indication here. There are new beginnings, especially with this Six of Swords here. This is dropping anchor like in a new location, whether it be a new relationship or a new home or a new job. Take it how it resonates, whatever it is that you're going after. So I like that the World card dropped in because it is, again, the end of a cycle here, and you're able to go the distance. Now, with the World card, that is endings for sure. But then it's almost immediately launching you into a new beginning. So I do feel with this Five of Cups, this is, there's something that, what has come to an end. The best example I can come up with is maybe even, there's a couple examples, but let's say you go to a party and you have an absolutely wonderful time, a wonderful evening, and you don't want it to end. It's that kind of energy. You don't want to see it go. It's going to be over, done with. So the Five of Cups is that kind of energy about how it makes you feel. But if you notice, it always shows the flowers here represent the cups. And we have 2 new cups. One more noticeable or bigger than the other that is coming through. Go the distance. There's new beginnings coming in for you, Aries. Certainly it's going to be by your choice, going off, dropping anchor in a new place. So let's clarify the Five of Cups. 5 can be a very challenging energy. 9 of Wands. Wow. Okay. All the wands in the back is all the lessons you've learned. And we're seeing that, you know, with the World card, you've learned all the lessons. You've stopped at every stop on the Fool's journey. So you've been through it all. You're coming through now, going on to the next chapter. So you have all this knowledge as you're deciding what new options or new paths you're going to take. This is all going to be based on, with the Justice playing out in the background, there could be some legal matter. You could be leaving a relationship, and it could be splitting up of all the material goods, so to speak, the house, the car, the money. And now you have the Knight of Swords. This is kind of like an impulse here. And let me look at this card closely. Right is worth the cost. I was reading what was on her. The right is worth the cost. Flying in on this feather. I really like this card. And, you know, this is the sword energy, but this almost looks more like a wand to me, where you're manifesting, you're drifting in, you're dropping anchor, you're drifting into new surroundings, an idea that you came up with. And that certainly can be, you know, sparked by messages, ideas, news coming in that sparks you to go off in a new direction. So definitely feel like, you know, especially with Go the Distance, that whatever it is that you're seeking, going after, whether it's relationship, a new job, moving to a new place, you're going to be able to go the distance. Knight of Swords, look at this. You have the Fool card, and it begins again. Here's the last stop, and there you are, taking that leap of faith, going off here in a new beginnings. It's all based on this Justice card playing out in the background. So things are turning out as they were meant to be. Things are kind of like lining up. You know, we're talking about the cycles, the repetitive cycles. So moving away from what no longer works for you, Aries, you're realizing some aspect of your life, you know, needs to come to a close, or it has run its course. So the cards are indicating you're letting go of what no longer serves and then moving on to new beginnings. So let us take a look at your final message here, Aries. Angel number message. What does Aries need to hear in regards to this endings and new beginnings? And there is some justice here. In some capacity, it could be a court case, arbitration of some sort, or it could be simply a binding contract that's finishing up. We have 6699, let go. Let go of the... Boy, it's almost like a cursive writing. Wow, sorry guys. Let go of the attachment. I think that's what it is. Let go of the attachment. It's that simple. That's letting go of, yeah, exactly what your cards are indicating. Harvest growth and continue to pay attention. Guard the beauty. So, let go of your attachment to your items, especially if you have a strong attachment to a certain type of material. This sequence of numbers asks you to release this attachment and withdraw from it. And this message represents the things that you have sold or lost in your life are about to be replaced by something better. This is tremendously what this Five of Cups card is indicating. What is now leaving is going to be replaced by something better. So you have 6699, let go of the attachment. Sixes are about moving in the right direction. Nines are about reflection, review. So, wow. All right, Aries, that's the messages for the week. Thank you so much for joining me. Sending you love and abundance.